Hi everybody, welcome to week 8. I wanted to do an overview of what we have due this week and to remind you that next week is spring break. So I know that you're excited about that, or at least I hope you are as excited as I am. So let's get into week 8 and what's due. So in week 7, we started Victorian era literature, and we got into the super uplifting Christmas Carol, Charles Dickens, and I giggle about that because I'm being obviously sarcastic. I think that there are quite a few things that you can find uplifting in A Christmas Carol, of course. There's some themes of redemption in there. But as we've read and as we've talked about, the Victorian era is a time of trouble. People are starving and they are poor, and there are a lot of health crises going on at the moment. So we really want to, sort of think about that as we are reading and moving forward. So for week 8, let's take a look at what we've got due. We are looking at the weekly discussion leader, hopefully posting their video by tonight. And then if you haven't finished reading A Christmas Carol, make sure that you have read the second part of that. Wednesday, you're going to post your first reply to the discussion video. And by Friday, you will post your second reply. You'll complete the quiz on A Christmas Carol. And then this week, we have micro theme number 2. So let's go ahead and get into the folder and take a look at what we need to work on. Okay, so your quiz is here. Let's take a look at your micro theme. And then, of course, down here will be your video discussions. But let's take a look at your micro theme prompts. Remember that you only have to reply to one of the, or focus on one of the prompts. But let's take a look at them for just a minute. So option 1, you can start looking at thematic exploration. Analyze the primary themes in the first part of A Christmas Carol, like greed, empathy, or the depiction of social classes in the Victorian age. You can talk about how Dickens uses symbolism, foreshadowing, and descriptive language to convey these themes. Social and historical context. We've talked about this before. We talked about it a lot during the Romantic period, but in the Victorian era, you can, really look at the plight of the poor and the importance of generosity during Christmas season. I think that's one of the most important takeaways from A Christmas Carol is that, generosity goes a long way, and it went a long way with the readers of A Christmas Carol at the time. Looking at option 3 about redemption and change. How does the character of Scrooge change from the beginning of the novella to the end? What events and experiences contribute most significantly to his transformation? Do you even think he perhaps transformed? Social commentary. Option 4, Dickens was known for using his novels to comment on social issues of his time. In what ways does A Christmas Carol serve as a commentary on Victorian society, particularly regarding issues of poverty and inequality? And then finally, and I think this one, of course, is an interesting one because it's not something that we really looked at much in the Romantic period. How do Scrooge's interactions with the Cratchit family and his nephew Fred highlight the importance of family and relationships in the story? How do these relationships contribute to his redemption if you think that Scrooge had a redemption? And then, of course, choose one of these for your micro theme. That is going to be due. You'll have to click on this to check out the due date. That's going to be due this Friday. The rubric is here. I want to make sure that everybody is checking out the rubrics for different assignments. I noticed that several of you guys did not watch the video from week 6, and so some of you are going to miss points on not replying twice. I think most everybody did that in week 7. I think everybody sort of caught on in week 7. But if you are not completing that full assignment, then you will lose points for that. I am hoping to have everybody's micro themes graded before you submit your second one on Friday. That's my goal. If you have questions about any of that, certainly let me know. Also keeping in mind that I know not everybody watches these videos, Now that you have gotten to the end and we've talked about week 8 and spring break is coming, I want to offer you a little bit of extra credit. So if you make it to the end of this video, send me an email, please, to let me know that you would like 5 points added, 5 points added to whatever your score is on your micro theme number 2. I'm willing to offer 5 points of extra credit. But you have to email me. You have to watch this entire video. You have to email me. And in the subject line, you have to put Spring Break EC. Okay? And then that way I know what it is. So there you go. That's my spring break gift to you. And you never know when I might throw in a little prize or Easter egg at the end of these videos. So it's really important that you watch them. Okay. So again, spring break EC to get those 5 points added to micro theme number 2. I hope everybody has a great week. I am excited to see more videos. You guys are killing it. Really proud of you. And I will see you on the flip side.